Конечно, каждый из курян.
Of course, every Kursk resident knew and believed that this would happen. But the very news that all the settlements in the Kursk region would be liberated, that they were liberated, it's a joy for people. I want to congratulate everyone on this event, all those who brought the victory closer, all those who were there on the front line, who participated in the fighting, who helped our soldiers, those who worked and continue to work on the home front, those who sent humanitarian aid, our volunteers, our medics who save people every day, everyone without whom this historic event would not be possible today. The first stage, which we're now actively engaged in, is mine clearance and preparation for future restoration of territories that were previously taken under enemy control, or those territories that were very seriously damaged during the hostilities. This week, we began to deploy a group of the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations. Since the beginning of April, in fact, a group of engineering troops of our armed forces of the Russian Federation has been actively operating, and this group is expanding. This work will continue, but it is clear that the first thing we cannot move forward without is ensuring security. At the same time, the Russian government is working with us to prepare a program for the reconstruction and socio-economic development of the Kursk region. Such an instruction was given by the head of state, Vladimir Putin, and we must submit such a draft program to the President by July 1st this year. We need to provide jobs for people. We need to support businesses. We need to make sure that new businesses, new investors, and new points for development come to the affected areas. This is a very big job, which we have already started to do today. We initially agreed with our colleagues from the military ministry that the entry line will be pushed back as demoning progresses. But in addition to demoning, of course, the issue of people's safety remains no less, perhaps even more pressing due to the incessant attacks from Ukraine, raids, shelling, and so on. Therefore, the area that is at least within the range of MLRSs and artillery, 25 to 30 kilometers, remains, alas, unsafe for people today. There is no doubt that we should have a museum dedicated to these events in our region. We have already started such work, and we have started building the museum's collection. I hope that the Federal Senate will support us in this matter, because a museum, in my opinion, should not be a regional, but a federal. Of course, we will immortalize the memory of the heroes, those who defended our land, those who laid their lives here for freedom and security of the Kursk region, our heroes of Russia, Sergei Chebnev with the call sign Atmo, who heroically led the defense of Malaya Lochnia, and the commander Bars, Sergei Efimov from Primorai region, who was also posthumously awarded with the Hero's Order, and the guardsman with the call sign Talib, Murat Tibilov, who, unfortunately, also died heroically here on Kursk land, and was awarded the title of hero precisely for his deeds here. It is very important for us to keep the memory of these people, the memory of these events alive, to strengthen it, so that future generations never forget it, because this is the best vaccine against ignorance about history and memory loss. We will erect monuments and memorials, but along with this, first of all, the attention of the authorities has been and will be turned to problems and needs of people. Tens of thousands of people are still living outside their usual places of residence. They were forced to leave their homes not of their own free will. And of course, our main attention, our main concerns are related to supporting these people. I cannot reliably confirm to you right now whether any civilians are still in Gornal settlement, but there is no doubt that everything will be done to evacuate and rescue them. As of this morning, over 800 people, 808 to be precise, have been evacuated since the March advance of our military forces. This figure includes the 25 people who were returned thanks to the mediation of the International Red Cross and the Presidential Commissioner for Human Rights, Tatiana Nikolaevna Moskalkova, with regard to the rebuilding of the monastery in Gornal. Although Gornal has been liberated, the enemy continues to strike. In any case, this is work that we will not start right now. Gornal, as you well know, is directly on the border. Just the previous day, I had a phone conversation with His Holiness Patriarch Kirill of Moscow and all Russia, and told him how hard the fighting for Gornal is and how this unique monastery, founded, I remind you, back in the 17th and 18th centuries, is unfortunately suffering. Of course, we will restore it, We will do everything to ensure that this monastery and other churches, objects of cultural heritage, are restored and serve the faith again.